So according to this guy, Larry Reid Live had nothing short of a harem of men in his inner circle. Who is Larry Reid Live? A YouTube content creator and supposed pastor. So yesterday, I was minding my own business when a video popped up in my feed from this guy that's called Terrell Hill. Now, I've had communication with this young man before because when he started his YouTube business or channel, he gave away a free consultation. So I wanted to see what it was about, and it was an amazing experience. He's a great listener. We did it kind of like Zoom or something where we were face to face. Maybe not with the Zoom app itself, but we were face to face. I like when he puts out his emails. They're very encouraging, you know, stuff like that. But the consultation wasn't about like religion and God and stuff. It was about life and marketing, because I was doing my Belizean cookbook for Amazon at the time and I didn't know how I was going to market it. He gave me some brilliant ideas, and it was really an amazing 1 hour spent talking to this young man. So I truly like him. All right, so full disclosure. So he was in Larry Reid's inner circle for a while. I didn't know how long, because when I came upon Larry Reid's platform or show, it might have been right before the pandemic, I want to think. And Larry Reid was doing a reality show, including his family and friends. And this guy, Buddha, his name is Vincent Terrell Hill. He goes as V. Terrell Hill or Vincent, or he goes as Buddha. So we're going to call him Buddha for this video, okay? Buddha was the, I want to say, producer or the director. He was something major on the reality show, and he was running the whole thing and I guess doing all the editing stuff like that. And I loved Larry Reid's reality show. He did 2 seasons, I think, and then it was done. And then I noticed that Buddha wasn't with the group anymore, but I didn't think they had fallen out. I just thought he moved to a different state or city and he was doing his own thing. And he's building his platform. Yes, he doesn't have a whole lot of subscribers, but he gets a lot of views. And I really like that he's about positivity and healing your soul. I think he has a complicated, I guess for lack of a better word, a complicated relationship with his parents, especially his mom. And I do get that, because you guys know I have a complicated relationship with my dad, right? So I guess Buddha had been putting out a series, an 8-part series. I didn't watch any of the other 8 parts. I did get the text messages saying that he went live or he uploaded a video or whatever, but sometimes I'll get that from my favorite content creators and I don't watch right away, and then I sit down and I binge watch. So I didn't watch any of that yet. But then I guess he finally put up this video, and I guess the first few videos he didn't call no names. You guys, why you haven't seen a video here at Babs Bear Talk in a while is because I was sick for like 14 days. I got a cold, and then it affected my throat, gave me a sore throat, but something happened to make it worse. I mean, to make the sore throat worse. And I found out that it was the burning of the wood in the fireplace and all that acid that I was taking in from orange juice and grapefruit and oranges and lemon and oh, chat. I'm better now, but I still get a little bit of frog here and there. So if you ever see me missing like that, I haven't abandoned this channel, okay? I just, you know, got deterred with something else. So anyways, I guess this last video was the culmination of what he was trying to get out while he was trying to heal himself. So he revealed that Larry Reid Live. Now, I've always suspected Larry Reid was gay, or at the very least bisexual, and that doesn't bother me because he's not my boyfriend or my husband, whatever, right? Even though he's a preacher and the Bible says yada yada about gay, whatever, I don't care. He's not my preacher, right? So anyways, he revealed that for the 15 years that he was in Larry Reid's circle as some type of employee slash friend, Larry Reid said he was a contractor. You know, that's what you do when you own a business and you're trying to cut ties with a so-called employee, especially if you didn't pay Social Security taxes on them. Then you're going to say, oh, they're contractors. I can get rid of them at will. You know, they don't work for me, for my network. So that's what Larry Reid said in his response. I could read between the lines, Larry, between the lines. So this guy said for 13 of the 15 years, he actually was in an affair with Larry. But at some point in that time frame, Larry was married to the beautiful Elisa Dunn, Larry's ex-wife. And he said he apologized to her profusely because I guess she was making herself crazy one time accusing Larry of cheating, and Larry said no, he wasn't. And the whole time it was with Buddha and other men, not just him, according to Buddha. So that really irritates me. Make the girl feel like she going crazy, and the whole time you know you're doing it, right? It's like somebody that I know. He always cheats on his wife, right? And one time his sister, the guy's sister, said, oh, that wife is so paranoid. She's always searching his phone and his drawer and his car and yada yada, and making him have a hard time in life. And I'm like, she's not paranoid if he's actually doing it. You know what I mean? He's actually doing it. So anyways, even though I listened to all that salaciousness for 42 minutes, it took me 3 hours to get through a 42-minute video because I kept rewinding to see what he said. So yes, there's a lot of salaciousness. I will put the link in the description below. I've already downloaded the video and put it on my external hard drive because, you know, people be taking videos down or privatize them or put them behind a paywall, all this mess. But I download a lot of videos that I think is going to disappear off of YouTube. So throughout all that salaciousness with who all Larry was sleeping with in his inner circle, there was a thing that came up about Larry a while back that Tasha K, the other big content creator in YouTube, put out. And Tasha K was interviewing some dude. He was already grown, but he said when he was a youngster of 17 or whatever, Larry Reid was messing with him, for lack of a better term. And Larry Reid denied it. He had a lot of people like this guy Conscious TV go out and fight for him, and I really believed Larry. But according to this guy, and I didn't like what Tasha K did, and for a while I didn't even look at Tasha K videos because I didn't like what she did there, right? They were friends. It's like, how can you do this to a friend, right? So Buddha says that at the very least, because he talked to the guy when this whole thing came out, because somebody told him to call this guy, at the very least, if Larry Reid didn't like mess with him, I have to be careful what I say even though the channel's not monetized, that he was sitting there telling this young man his shady bed business. And that's not right. And he's right, that's not right. You don't be a grown man, you know, however old Larry was, 30 something, and this boy is 17 and he's in your church, because he used to have a brick and mortar church, well, several brick and mortar churches before he started to do it online. You don't be in that kind of position and sit there and talk your bed business or even dirty jokes around a kid like that, even though he's 17, whatever his age was. So Buddha says he believes. I'm not saying if I believe. I kind of believe, guys. I kind of believe. So anyways, the part that really got to me was because recently a guy came out. I want to say the guy's name is Lester. He's Trinidadian. He's handsome. And he came out and did an interview on somebody else's show. And this person hates, the person that show that he went on hates Larry. So I took it with a grain of salt. But the Trini guy said that he was, I don't think he said he was in an affair, but he's been with Larry. Let's put it that way. Because the guy has a baby mama and all type of stuff. And I think the guy's a soccer player. Lord, I wish I had remembered more about that interview with that guy. I know I listened to it one night. The computer was here and I was doing the dishes or something and I was listening. But he said that Larry knew that he needed his papers, his green card. You know, when my mom was alive, we called green card your lettuce. And by the way, green card doesn't look green. And the reason why we call it lettuce is because lettuce is green. So as code, we said, you have a lettuce, right? So the guy needed his green card to stay in America. And apparently he had a sick baby that needed surgery. And Larry Reid supposedly paid for that surgery. And I think he said $300,000 he paid for that baby surgery. So I'm like, well, why are you talking against the man? Shut your mouth, right? But he said that Larry Reid knew he needed his papers. And Larry Reid offered up one of his cousins to marry the guy. He said at first Larry was going to offer his ex-wife. But everybody knows how close he is to his ex-wife, and that would have looked funny, right? And so he offered his cousin to marry this guy for his papers. And I'm saying to this guy, shut up. Shut up your mouth. If you didn't get your citizenship yet, right? You didn't get sworn in, right? And you have your citizenship certificate, you don't want to do nothing because that green card only lasts 10 years. And then you have to renew it. If you can become a citizen within 5 years, and being that he married an American woman, he can become a citizen in 3 years. So I don't know if he's a citizen. can't say the word citizen yet. I didn't get the impression he was, though. But if he's not a citizen yet, he needs to shut his mouth up. A marriage for business or of convenience? What? Child, that's a whole federal crime. So I was telling a friend, you know who you are, I said, if this is true and they have evidence of this, Larry can be in some deep doo-doo with the feds. Oh my God. So my friend said, I think the guy is talking because he probably has all his bases covered and he probably has more stuff on Larry, right? I'm like, child, I don't care what you have on Larry. You're going to go down with Larry if immigration knows that you married this woman just to get your papers. That's illegal. It's been illegal forever, right? And so I was like, well, who the cousin? You know, because I watch this Larry Reid live show a lot. So like, who is the cousin, right? So Buddha said, it's Latrice. And I was telling my friend, I say, but this guy said, the Trini guy said he was the chef. He cooked for Larry. I said, but Larry's chef is Latrice. I paid attention to the chef thing because, you know, I deal in food with my cooking page, but also Larry had told Tasha K, when you get rich, the first thing you want to do is hire a chef. And I'm like, well, why would I hire a chef? I can cook, Joe can cook, Jada can cook. Why would me personally need a chef when I got rich? Because I'm always imagining things that I'm going to do when I get rich, right? And so I'm going to hire a chauffeur. Child, I don't want Joe to drive me. No, well, I could tell Joe to stop driving fast. Can I tell the chauffeur that? So anyways, Larry said hire a chef because you can tell the chef what you want to eat. You can tell the chef how to cook the food, healthy or unhealthy. And the chef will have to have that meal ready at the time you said. So if you said, I want mashed potatoes and potato salad. Well, mashed potatoes doesn't go with potato salad. Let's say I tell the chef I want stewed chicken, rice and beans, potato salad and fried plantain and a garden salad at 11 o'clock today on Friday. The chef is going to have that ready for then. I don't have to, oh my God, I got excited. So I told my friend, I said, well, Latrice is the chef, not this dude. So is this dude lying? Buddha said he fired Latrice from being the chef and made the guy Lester. I hope I'm saying that guy name right because so many people are in the picture. Lester might be the wrong person, but the Trini guy. So this guy, Trini guy, looked like he was telling the truth also. So tell me why Buddha played a video, an audio recording. I guess he taped it in the car when Larry came to see him at the start of this year, I think. And he taped it. And in the recording, Larry Reid said, I asked Latrice, would she want to be in this marriage for business? And it is Larry Reid voice because Larry Reid has a way he says certain words. He's made up a lot of words. For the female anatomy, he says bread basket. For the boobs, he says chest meat. For the male anatomy, he says peen. P-E-E-N. He's the one made up all them words. He should have his own dictionary, child. So, because all of us are saying those words. Same gender loving. He made that up for the word gay, right? He really should have his own dictionary. Somebody should tell him. Anyways, I think when I was done with that video, the takeaway is that I'm in the right place for not giving my money whenever I sow my little tithe, not to give my money to no church. Because Buddha really went in on the fact that Larry Reid got rich, because he was poor the other day doing Uber, right? Larry Reid got rich off of the tithes and the offerings and the teruma. And we always suspected that, right? We've spoken about that before, about churches, right? If not here on this page, at my cooking page. By the way, go over to the Bear Pantry Show and subscribe. And subscribe here at Babs Bear Talk and at Bear Pantry Talk. At Bear Pantry Talk, I'm doing commentary, but not the gossipy commentary like this. I'm going to leave here for Babs Bear Talk. I was in Larry Reid's, Patreon for 3 months. I paid for 2 months, $12 each, and a friend, one of my moderators, gave me the money for the third month because I was in it not for the gossip and the salaciousness or even for the churchy part of it, because he still sends his link every Sunday for us to come on his little prayer call. I don't do that, child. I'm asleep, and even if I was awake, I don't want to hear. I don't want nobody to download their churchy stuff into me, okay? I'm done. So I was in his Patreon because he had a woman in there that was really good with the stock market, and I think she helped Larry a lot to make some money on the stock market. And I wanted to learn about how to invest in the stock market, and we did buy a stock. Me and my little group bought a stock in, what was the stock again? Google. Was it Amazon? No, it's Google. And the stock had split, so we were able to buy like 8-9 shares at $127 a piece or something. But I think we have to wait for it to go back together and then sell off one share at a time and make some good money. It's gonna get me rich at some point, but I guess it's not now. So I wanted to learn more from that lady, and after the 3rd month of me being in there, it was plain to see that Larry wasn't gonna let that lady talk. Every time that lady came on the panel and tried to teach us something about the stock market and what to buy next, Larry Reid would hush her and go, "You go start your own page and let the people pay. Let them pay." And he wanted to be like $1,200 to join her group or something. I said, the hell? So I quit after 3 months, right? I still get texts now and again to come into his Patreon for a live, and I think he knows what he's doing. I don't think he forgot that I'm not a patron anymore. I think they know what they're doing. They invite you in when they're asking for big donations. Every time he's done that and I've clicked on it, and I don't always click on it because his Patreon stuff is very boring. It's always, I'm talking to the people. That's our dog Cora. She's a husky shepherd mix. Let me let her out, guys. Hold on. Want to go outside? Is it outside? Answer. Don't bump me with your head. That hurts. No barking because I'm taping. Yeah, so I quit the Patreon. And his Patreon is $12 a month, and I guess he has one at $24 a month now. And I remember he slipped up one time and told Tasha K how many members he had. And I did the math. I don't remember how many members he had now, but I did the math, and it came to like $97,000 a month he was supposedly making off a Patreon. He was the one that taught Tasha K how to do Patreon. Tasha K built up her Patreon and then took everybody off of Patreon to her own platform, her own app. You know, so he knows what he's doing with that Patreon. So yesterday he went live and he says he's telling other preachers that are in mess never to come out and address the mess. Just let them talk what they're going to talk, and just let them spell your name right. You know, all what do you call the thing? What do you call the thing? Like a publicity. I was going to say media coverage. All publicity is good publicity, no matter if it's negative, right? That's what he says. But yet he came and spoke, and all his mentors told him not to speak. And to me, he deflected. He didn't say that man told any lies. And pretty much he says, well, there's nothing new that people have uncovered about me. Yes, Larry, there's new things that I have gleaned from what Buddha said. And one of the new things is you are living off of the tithes and offering just like we suspected, allegedly. And the next thing is you arranged a marriage for money and papers, and that's a federal crime. That's where I'm going to leave this, guys. Go click the link, go listen to Buddha. He's very compelling. Buddha does a thing where for the THs, you know, thank you, think, you know, that kind of stuff. As a Belizean, we would say think, right? He puts a D in there and he goes think, and that kind of speech kind of bothers me a little bit. So that's why I guess I don't listen too much, but just be warned. There's some type of speech impediment. If that bugs you, I'm sorry. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Thank you for liking. Share the video out for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.